there you are. Enjoying the garden, hmm? I was just wondering where my pet had gone. It's quite cold out here tonight. Are you sure you don't want to come inside? Or I can bring you something nice and warm if you'd like some tea. If you're sure. If you need anything at all, just ask me, all right? Good. You looked lost in thought. Something on your mind? I suppose you do have a lot to think about, more than I'd like for you to keep to yourself, admittedly. But since you're so used to doing everything on your own, it's not something that'll be easy to change, isn't it? You don't have to rush, darling. It might take some getting used to, but all you have to do is relax. Really. I promised I'd take care of you as long as you're here. I'm glad you're here. You make these days a lot less boring. Even while being surrounded by people, it's easy to feel a certain loneliness. Yours is a warm presence. But if it's your wish, I'll leave you to think about your life. If you need anything at all, I'll be inside for you. A question? Of course. Well, you looked so exhausted. I couldn't leave you in that state. I'm just making sure you have the rest you deserve. If you are to be my pet, that's the least I can do. A good pet shouldn't have any worries, after all. You're quite good at spotting things, hmm? Well, it goes without saying. I'm sure you're very good at what you do, or did. Detective work is quite fascinating. I've always thought you must be deeply interested in people to pursue it. There's a certain vulnerability that comes with it. It's quite easy to get tangled up in a case to the point where you lose yourself. I've met my fair share of detectives, but before you, they've always been tied down to a place, a company, an organization. I see it as me helping you find your place more than lose. You carry so much, far more than you should have to. No wonder you're so tired, sweetheart. You deserve to be cared for, too, don't you think? No need to worry so hard. Just listen to my voice and do as I say. I've been doing this for long enough to be able to spot when someone like you needs help. Everyone here has agreed to this life in some way. Even if it wasn't entirely explicit, they all had something they wanted, something that being under my protection could give them. Comfort, structure, Release from worries. Well, since you've been so good for me these past few days, I should give you the answers you come here to seek. Or some of them, anyway. But only if you'll let me sit next to you. Yeah? Great, thank you. I will let you in on a secret, even if I'm sure you'd have figured it out eventually. When I met you, you seemed so tense, overwhelmed, but at the same time so purposeful. That makes you somewhat different to the people over in the house. I like to think of them as working with me and not for. I'd rather not argue about semantics, though. The point is, I give them the structure and stability they crave, and in return, they help out as I need. Most of the time, I take in people who are aimless and tailor their roles accordingly. Maybe it was the way you carried yourself, but I had a slight suspicion. I knew that what you needed most was something else, not just to be what you call another servant. You needed something more nurturing, a place where you didn't have to think or worry, where you could just be treasured completely. You're my first proper pet, and so I want to give you all of the attention and care you need. If you let yourself go, you might end up enjoying it too. It's endearing, in my eyes anyway. Just think about it with me, alright? If you're my pet, you'll know I'll always be here to look after you, cherish you, give you everything you want and need. And in return, all I ask is that you remain loyal. No thoughts, no worries, just pure bliss. The bliss that comes from listening to my voice, looking into my eyes. Whenever you're uncertain, I'll be here to ground you. I can tell you're thinking very hard right now. So much so that you didn't notice me when I first came here. You had your head all up in the clouds. I think it's quite telling how we say that, head in the clouds, when you think you're floating away, you're losing focus, you're getting lost, because the thoughts in your head are dragging you away. Every thought is like a balloon, and they're so different from each other. Some are big, some are small, some are colorful, others are dull. Can you imagine that for me? If you try, I'm sure you can see them. They're floating gently above you. Each one is its own idea, its own concern. Maybe your most powerful memories shine in the light. They're bright and stand out. Notice their shapes. Notice their size, their color. Now, As you focus on these balloons, see how they float. Let me know when you see them clearly. Perfect. Just watch them. And the more you watch them, the higher they go. Higher and higher, lifting away. Each thought is floating up into the clouds. If it's hard for you to picture, I'd like for you to focus on a specific memory of your choosing. Maybe it's a happy memory you want to watch, or a sad memory you just want to see going away. But follow it into the sea of balloons above your head. It's just one of many thoughts rising higher and taking you with it a little higher into calm, into peace, a little higher into that soft, weightless space. You're becoming lighter. Feel yourself becoming lighter now. Your head, once so full, is now open and drifting away. Everything around you is unimportant. You're as light as a feather, and you're leaving everything behind. Tell me, my darling, are you happy leaving everything behind? You know that if you start wondering, if you start thinking too hard, your thoughts will carry you away, and you'll lose yourself more and more. Is that what you truly want? It might be something that's hard to define, and that's okay. So maybe it's time for you to relax and come back to me. I'm going to bring you gently back down. As I count, we'll pop the balloons. And with each balloon that pops, you'll feel a little more grounded. Back in the present. Back with me on the grass. 1. That's one thought disappearing into nothing. 2. A couple more balloons are gone, and you begin descending slowly. 3. More balloons popping, coming closer to the ground. 4. Every balloon brings you closer, your body heavier, your thoughts lighter. 5. And now, as the final balloons disappear, feel yourself fully grounded. Your feet are on the grass, your mind is clear. Your body is completely relaxed and at ease, and I'm here with you by your side, guiding you deeper into relaxation. Feel my hand on your shoulder. You're here and you're safe. Was that helpful? I'm glad. It's a very quick exercise we can do anytime, or that you could try on your own. But we are not done with it yet. Not quite, my dear. Stay right here. You've floated in the clouds. You've come back down. And now it's time to feel so nice, so heavy. Your mind completely calm. And I need you to do exactly as I say. Relax. Focus on my hand on your shoulder. It's grounding you back to where you're meant to be. You've been floating, but isn't it nice to feel the earth beneath you again? As I trace my fingers slowly down your arm, you sink deeper and deeper. You're back on the ground, but you can always go deeper. Shh. I'm moving my fingers down, down, down your arms. As my hand reaches your hand, I'll hold it gently. And when I do, you'll let go completely, letting your body and mind sink into this soft, restful state. Feel my fingers trailing down your upper arm, and with it, how heavy you're becoming, how every moment you're falling deeper and deeper. You've been so good, listening so well. And now, all I need is to let go completely. Let me guide you and take care of everything. I'm down your elbow, slowly making my way. Your body, oh, so heavy. And with it, your empty mind, now tired. Let it rest. Let your eyes fall shut if they want to. When I take your hand now, you'll feel yourself falling into the deepest sleep. A sleep so calm, so peaceful, that you won't want to resist. You won't be able to. Isn't that nice? 3. You're so heavy, so calm. 2. 1. Five. Wake up. Up. Wake up. Good evening, pet. Yes. It's still evening. It hasn't been that long. 10 minutes, maybe? How do you feel? Don't worry, I didn't actually change much in there. You just needed a little break, and I wanted to learn a bit more about you. You're not the only one that likes to look for small things. We aren't so different, after all. It has gotten cold rather quickly. Come here, come closer. I had you lean on me so you wouldn't fall. You don't have to move if you don't want to. We can go inside soon. I mean it when I say there's so much you can learn by simply letting go. And if you stay as my good pet, I get to learn from you too. For one, I don't do this very often. You're teaching me what it's like to be like this. With the grass below you, the sky above. It's the first time I've done an induction here. It's pretty fun. We should do this more often. Whether you realize it or not, you mean a lot to me already. You know, I asked you something just now. And now that you're awake, I'd like to ask you again, if it's all right. So, look at me. Look into my eyes. No looking away. Be honest with me and tell me if you want to leave. I know it's hard. And maybe it's unfair of me to ask you now, yet I couldn't help but notice one thing. Even now, it's in your pocket. You carry your badge with you at all times, and it makes me think. I wonder if you do it because you miss it, or because you feel like you should. You think it's giving you strength, but in my eyes, it's making you feel more conflicted. So, you could give it to me. Let it go. And you won't have to feel that weight again. Until you're ready to look me in the eye and confidently say you wish to go. There. You made the right choice, my dear. For now, let's go inside. There's so much more waiting.